And the regional tournament is here, the cream of the crop this point forward for a Division IV regional semifinal here from Marysville High School. The Clear Fork Colts come into a second consecutive regional tournament on their young careers with a young squad coming in against the state #1 Wyoming Cowboys. And it's all here, live and free on the OH Report from Marysville.
Hi, I'm Eric Gilbert.
And I'm Hannah Gilbert with American Homestead Exteriors.
And together,
we're here for you.
So I'd worked for several years for other contracting companies, and what I saw missing was the true customer focus. I wanted that to be the focus of our company, that we put the customer first no matter what, and that's what's made us successful. Hannah and I joke between us that we share the same brain. We have the same ideas, same thoughts, we have the same direction for the company, we have the same focus. When we're on site, we teach the customers about the roof, the age of the roof, what's going on, maybe what caused the damage, along with siding, windows, or any project we take on.
When you call in, you're talking to me, and I'm getting you scheduled on his calendar to come out and take a look at your property. We like to teach homeowners about their homes as we're walking through them together. I think it's very important. It's the most expensive thing you're ever going to purchase in your lifetime, and you should really understand what is happening to it and how we can help you make it even better than what it was before.
Whether it's supporting our local teams or cheering you on in life, we're here for you in every victory, big or small. Mechanics Bank! That's better.
This is our in-body machine, so you're going to see what you're made of, how much muscle you have, how much fat you have, what type of fat, where is the muscle, where is the fat, and then also super important, how much water do you have and where is the water? Is it inside of your cell or outside of your cell? So the in-body is a super quick process. You get all of this information in about 5 minutes. You just stand on the scale, you hold on to some handles, it sends electrical impulses through your body, nothing you feel, and this prints out immediately. So you'll leave with a piece of paper with all of your results on it, and it will also send it to your phone. We also spend a couple minutes helping you interpret your results so that you can learn what they mean. So you'll leave with a lot of information. It only costs $40. You can get online and sign up for an appointment, or you can call in and make an appointment today.
Take a look at all the action from Friday Night Football right here in North Central Ohio with great analysis, highlights, coach interviews, and so much more every single Friday night right here on the OH Report.
And welcome back to the beautiful Marysville High School. Impact Stadium here hosts a regional semifinal between the unranked Clear Fork Colts and the number 1 team in Division 4, the Wyoming Cowboys out of Cincinnati. Two teams meeting in the middle with their captains, both of which a player spotlight will be revealed for both teams. We'll talk about that in the bulk of our pregame show after the Star Spangled Banner here momentarily, but just wanted to hop on and talk a little bit about the path these two teams took to a regional semifinal. Here's the Sweet 16 for Division 4. You can look 4 games down to see this matchup here between Wyoming and Clear Fork. The winner of this game will take on some other teams in the Cincinnati Hills Conference that Wyoming was able to breeze by with some wins, Madeira and Marymount. The Warriors taking on the Mustangs elsewhere. The winners of these 2 games will meet up later this week for a regional championship game. So if Wyoming takes care of business here tonight, they will be guaranteed at least one Cincinnati Hills Conference team in the Final Four. Take it back out to the field here. Wyoming getting over to their sideline. Very big field here at Marysville. Regulation size. You don't see that often in high school soccer, but they do have regulation size soccer. That's why they're hosting this regional semifinal. Should be a good one here today. We'll take a quick break, come back. Both teams are going to do their walkouts. We will have the national anthem played here at Impact Stadium. We will step aside for one final break before kickoff here live and free on the OH Report.
Hi, I'm Eric Gilbert,
And I'm Hannah Gilbert with American Homestead Exteriors.
and together,
We're here for you.
so I'd worked for several years for other contracting companies, and what I saw missing was the true customer focus. I wanted that to be the focus of our company, that we put the customer first no matter what, and that's what's made us successful. Hannah and I joke between us that we share the same brain. We have the same ideas, same thoughts, we have the same direction for the company, we have the same focus. When we're on site, we teach the customers about the roof, the age of the roof, what's going on, maybe what caused the damage, along with siding, windows, or any project we take on.
When you call in, you're talking to me, and I'm getting you scheduled on his calendar to come out and take a look at your property. We like to teach homeowners about their homes as we're walking through them together. I think it's very important. It's the most expensive thing you're ever going to purchase in your lifetime, and you should really understand what is happening to it and how we can help you make it even better than what it was before.
Community. Whether it's supporting our local teams or cheering you on in life, we're here for you in every victory, big or small. Mechanics Bank! That's better.
We carry supplements that are from companies that do a lot of testing. So they will test their raw ingredients. They'll test them afterwards as well. And they're testing for both purity, and then they're also testing for potency. So things like arthritis, inflammatory bowel disease. We have a lot of supplements and also prescriptions we can recommend, and lifestyle type things that can help with that as well.
Happy Halloween!
And here we go from Marysville High School, the Global Energy Partners pregame show presented to you live and free on the OH Report. Clear Fork taking on Wyoming here in a regional semifinal. Colts find their way to a second consecutive regional semi here tonight. Let's go ahead and talk about these Colts as they head in unranked in the division, but they are as dangerous as ever. Nate Gailey has his team 12-6-1, unbeaten, perfect 6-0 in the MOAC. It's their first title in the MOAC since joining the league in 2017. See the last couple of games, they've had some close ones. Elida was not as close as the score may seem. It was a 2-0 game until about 18 seconds left when Elida was able to strike the board to make it 2-1 as a final. However, Kenton 2-1 was the final in overtime as the Wildcats took them the distance 2 straight years in a row, and Clear Fork still able to pull off the win 2 years in a row. That's why they're sitting here tonight. Galleon was the opener for this team in a sectional. They won that game convincingly 8-0. Player spotlight today for the Clear Fork Colts is the same player as our last game that we covered at Shelby. Cade Beachy, goal and an assist against Elida in that district championship game. That ups his total to now 17 goals, 12 assists, 46 points you see on your screen. Taking it back out to the field here for this regional semi, and Cade chatting it away. He is excited for this one. We got to talk to him as our MVP on Saturday against Elida, and he had a lot to say. He said it was going to take their very best to get it done here today, and we'll see if the last couple of days in practice have been enough to get them prepared for what they are about to witness from this Cincinnati Wyoming team that is number 1 in the state. Some may say not just in the division, but in the state, period. This is a really good Wyoming team headed up by Ryan Dirge, 16-1-4, 6-0-1 in the Cincinnati Hills Conference, and they are 2021 state champions. They had a big win in overtime against Alter. You can call it revenge because they lost to Alter last year in the tournament in overtime. So they reversed the roles here this year. And for the 8, they're in a very tight conference, as you can see that final point. 4 of the 8 Cincinnati Hills League members competing tonight in a regional semi-final. 3-2 overtime win against Archbishop Alter. Very small print on your screen, but a very big win for Wyoming. Player spotlight today for Wyoming is their star scorer, just like on the other side for Clear Fork, but it's Eli Yunker, 19 goals, 9 assists, 47 points, so just one ahead of Cade Beachy, but he is much more dangerous even than his numbers tell you. They're fantastic numbers, but he is going to be a problem up front, especially with the bigger regulation size field here at Marysville. He's going to have a lot more room to work tonight if his teammates can hook up with him in this contest. Let's head back to Clear Fork, talk about their keys to victory here today from Marysville, and I think plain and simple, you have to be the aggressors here in this game tonight. If you bring it to Wyoming rather than vice versa, you could have a chance to stay close and just make sure you can do your best defensively, because possession is going to be hard to retain. If you can also keep possession, that's another big bonus for this Clear Fork Colts squad. But expect Wyoming to hold a lot of the soccer ball here today as we talk about their keys to victory. One of the things I liked about Clear Fork against Elida is they won the midfield, and they won it handily. If the Colts can do anything like they did on Saturday, they're going to be in business as well. You can add that as a third key to victory for Clear Fork on the other side too. And then for Wyoming defensively, this team is deep in the back 4, and you know all eyes are going to be on number 7 in white for Clear Fork, Cade Beachy. Anything that really happens positively for Clear Fork tonight could very well be at the feet of Cade Beachy. He has become a resurging star for this Clear Fork team. Both teams will go into the huddle one final time. 40 minutes on the clock here for half number 1. I want to shout out every single one of you joining us live and free here on the OH Report. Hopping on Facebook right now to read some comments from the Clear Fork faithful. Excited to see this one come to fruition today. Pamela shouting out Clear Fork, our first comment tonight. Marie, Stacy, Melissa, Sarah, Heather, Sherry. Heather again, I believe. No, different Heather. Shout out Heather Lar listening. Go Colts, go Finn. And then also Susan, Claudia, and that's it. If you want to get another shout out later on, go ahead and leave a comment. We'll get back to those mid-game here in a regional semifinal. Colts, 2 close-ish wins to get here in the district tournament. They pretty much dominated, as we said earlier, they dominated Elida despite the 2-1 score. But that Kenton game was just as close as it really has been in recent years against those Wildcats. They've been pesky for Clear Fork, but fortunately not in the way to where the Colts have been knocked out by them in recent memory. Colts will defend here to start, so Wyoming won that toss in the middle that you saw on the very beginning of our broadcast, and they will start with the ball. Players moving into position. Before we kick things off, I want to thank our sponsors bringing you tonight's live and free coverage. Shout out to Global Energy Partners, G&M Body and Paint Shop in Ontario. Also, Directions Credit Union bringing your replays tonight. Panchos Tacos, American Homestead Exteriors, Charter Next Gen, and Wellspring Custom Pharmacy. Waiting for the official signal to get this one started between Wyoming and Clear Fork. First time ever we have the number 1 team in the state on our airwaves here at the OH Report. Shout out to Cincinnati, Wyoming, as they will get us kicked off from Marysville. Rain is coming down at a consistent rate. We'll see if that intensifies later on today. But right now, perfect weather for soccer. You're going to see that ball glide on this turf all night long. Wyoming very much a possession-based team. So if they give it away too much, Colts could try to counter and capitalize. Here they are, far side, working a ball through. Early thing here for Clear Fork as they'll center it, and McCauley has it taken away. Nolan Franco on the ball will play a ball forward. Looking for that player spotlight, Yunker. And Yunker going to use all of that extra space on the far side here at Marysville to try and cross one in, as that one is kicked down by Caleb Kovacic. Kovacic, a freshman defender for Clear Fork, has been a great addition to a team that lost a lot of great pieces last year, that bowed out at this very stage in the regional semis to Worthington Christian, a team that ultimately ended up the state runners-up in the division. Near side work from Wyoming. The ball taken away by A.J. Swendel. Nice dribble moves from Miles Steininger. Steininger into the box, dances past 2 Colts and gets it in early. And Wyoming already on the board as the number 1 team in the state, showing you why. And the Cowboys will gallop over to their spots as they get things set to go, already up 1-0 over the Colts. Nice individual effort, as you see here, by Miles Steininger, his 7th goal of the season. And it comes not even a minute and a half in. Ball back in play. Colts going to have to play from behind, it seems like, the majority of this game, unless they can find an equalizer soon enough. Already you're starting to see that extra space on the sidelines play a factor. This ball will trickle out in favor of the Cowboys. Goalkeeper getting some touches. Rocco Fisher launches this ball all the way to the opposing 30, but it is offsides. Likely not going to see the angle of where Yunker started on this ball, but you can see him ahead of the pack as we panned over. Deflection out by Clear Fork. Wyoming throw. High ball, Steininger, the goal scorer just a few minutes ago, wears 13 in blue. Ball to Jacob Earhart. Lefty looks to go over the top. Nice punch down by that Colt defense. Nice look on goal, tipped up by Bunnell. This will get deflected off his hands for the first corner of the day. But you saw kind of how that ball rose up. It definitely was going on goal, so a nice crucial save for Clear Fork. Very similar stage right now for the Colts as we saw for their last game in the regionals against Worthington Christian over at Marion Harding High School. The Warriors struck awfully early as this ball out of bounds. As they'll say, it did not curl in, or it curled out and then came back in. But Worthington Christian last year struck really early. Not as early as today, but still early enough to really make a statement on the Colts that they could never come back from losing 5-0 in that game. Couple dance moves far side. Finn McCauley. Decent build-up play up ahead. Weichel dispossessed. And Wyoming centralizes it. Looking for Henry Walker. Walker walls up, allows a teammate to grab it. Cade Beachy flicks it on with the left. Down that far sideline, Colts with some speed and a bump. This ball will trickle all the way down the line out of bounds. We'll see the goal kick from Rocco Fisher. Fisher this year in goal, 33 saves in 19 matches. That tells you pretty much he has not been tested hardly at all. Thanks to that back line that Clear Fork, or that Wyoming holds. And we'll see if they could hold it against Clear Fork. Beachy plays a nice ball, inbounds McCauley. McCauley turns it towards the center, looking for Nick Martin, one of the two seniors for the Colts. Easy scoop for Rocco. Had 3 saves against Alter. Both of those goals against, or that went against Wyoming for Archbishop Alter, were PKs. He was 0 for 2 in that category. Seth Kyle. Play give and go with his teammate, Caleb Kahn. Kahn, nice turn back inside. An adventurous ball nearly snuck through, and West Bunnell will clean it up. But take a look at this that threads the needle between not 2 but 3 Colts. Just the wrong pursuit angle from Walker, who was at the end of it. Take a look at the speed from Wyoming yet again. Hold up play from Yunker. Scored the opener against Alter, that game we referenced moments ago. In the district championship, he'll play this out wide. Just a bit too far. Directions Credit Union brings you the replay. As we get out of the replay, we see Wyoming give it away again. This ball headed out into the bleachers right towards midfield. Chested down by Yunker. Take a look at the speed of this kid. Yunker with the edge, tries to play one through. Swindle clears it away. And Beachy takes away a pass. 2-on-3, Beachy up the middle, plays it ahead to Martin, who cannot get to the ball first. And we will see this be in favor of Clear Fork despite a collision close to the box. That could have easily gone on Martin. Good job by Jackson Terrace to get that out of danger. Now it looks like now they did give the foul and they gave it to the goalkeeper to kick it away. So that's where we sit right now. Didn't miss anything on the replay, just a change in call. Going to start to see Clear Fork press, not heavily, because you don't want to expose yourself in the back. But they do need to start piling on some pressure. As we said, key number one, be the aggressors tonight. That has not happened thus far with that goal within a minute and a half. Really helping out. Nice build-up play from Wyoming. Acres of space in the midfield. They'll play it near side again. And now they will switch things. Elliott Martin passed it off. This one deflected. Colts trying to get it back. That they will do. Nick Martin looking for some help. He'll get it with Setzer, who cannot keep it at his feet. And the possession truly being dominated by Wyoming. Seth Kyle turns, doesn't have much, stays composed, pass nearly given away. Beachy all over. But Wyoming going to play the slow game here. But that's why they're number one in the state. This is a lot of what you see at the top levels is when you see these defenders passing between each other, just simply trying to hold on to the ball. That's why, in some cases, you don't see as many saves from your goalkeepers because there's not a lot going on. You're trying to build everything up. However, there is something here. Ball flicked in the face of goal. Still a chance and a back heel goal. Are you kidding me from Henry Walker? 7th goal of the year. Falls at his feet. Goes behind the back with it. Just as we were talking about the slow pace of play for Wyoming, here they go, 2-0 up early in this one. Nice extra ball, and that's a beauty. So the senior finds his way in. And those state champions from 2021 are looking for another title, and they are hungry for it today with an early 2-0 lead. Nearing the 10-minute mark in this half. Here goes Wyoming again, slow and steady. Mentioned their 2021 state championship. They followed it up the following year with a league title in 2022. And since that year until this time around, they had not been able to stay at the top of the Cincinnati Hills. This year, however, with 6 wins and just 1 draw, they are outright champions in the CHL. However, CHL title doesn't mean much because a lot of the teams in that league will be in down the line in this state tournament or in the regionals even. So you got to beat them when it matters. And that's going to be coming up here either this weekend or maybe down the line seeing another team later on. Couple nice turns. Caleb Kahn in the box. 2 Colts all around him trying to dance through. Still on the ball. Shot near side. Just misses. Well, I'll tell you what, that was some great stuff from Caleb Kahn. Put the ball on a string, truly. Went through 3 Colts and had a really good look. Wes Bunnell, the lefty boot. Jaden Lacey in for Clear Fork was defending that last play, number 12 in white. Another ball over the top. You see the skid of the turf. So Wyoming, they really like those high lofted through balls. Maybe an issue today, just with the overall conditions out there tonight. Still seeing some consistent rain. Here's one through on the ground, and Bunnell wisely just kicks it away. And Beachy plays one ahead for his teammate. And then Berry's pass taken back by the Cowboys. Steininger had the first goal, playing this one up. Walker looking for a brace. Goes across, face a goal. Cannot get it in. Stays 2-0 Wyoming. Line change here for Wyoming. We'll see a couple subs. Everett Johnson, the junior, number 19. Ethan Harrison, number 21, the sophomore. Number 12, Carter Snyder. And it looks like number 11 will join the back line, Jack Millar. No subs for Clear Fork. Fouling the shove, Nick Martin will get called for it. Quick play back in for Wyoming. Jackson Terrace, 5 goals, 3 assists. As a center back is quite impressive. So if they get to corners, you can definitely count on him. He's a tall asset that they have that will get sent into the box on any sort of set pieces. Junker falls on the ball. Gets tripped up cleanly, however. Nice tackle by A.J. Swindle. Colts, no doubt, have been on the defensive end most of this game. Wes Bunnell has been battle-tested this year, 116 saves in 19 matches. This ball deflected. Be a goal kick for Wes, but to kind of put context into the kind of defense you're seeing tonight from Wyoming, as we see Finn McCauley check back into the game and Nick Martin takes a seat. Let's just take a look at the month of October for both of these goalkeepers. You've got Rocco Fisher, who's got 33 saves on the year. Wes Bunnell, in the month of October, has had to make 32 saves. So that's kind of the difference between these two teams. Just overall, the defense keeping, I don't want to say that Fisher sometimes gets bored out there because he stays involved, but it just hasn't really been tested nearly as much as Wes has on the other side, and it's staying true tonight. Cleared ball up the field. McCauley, he'll chest it down, get faced up by 2 Cowboy defenders. Lofted ball over the top, and that pressure, Wyoming handling Clear Fork so far. 15 minutes gone here in the first half. Another lofted ball over the top. This will skid right to the platform of Bunnell. Nice poke out by Weichel. And this will be out in favor of Clear Fork. Owen Weichel, number 11 in white. MOAC, all MOAC teams were released, and Weichel, member of the first team, with his 8 goals, 19 assists on the season. Here he is with the ball again. Lofts one over through, but this ball out of bounds. Shout out to all the other Colts that have found their way into an all-MOAC team. Cade Beachy, along with Wes Bunnell, the goalkeeper, both join Owen on the first team. Second teamers, Finn McCauley, along with A.J. Swindle and Nick Martin. And an honorable mention is Coy Berry. So a busy list of honorees for the Colts. Back on the attack, however, Wyoming. Cross in, fall into the ground, and that ball ends up right back at the feet of Junker. Now it's out for the Colts. Beachy looks for Weichel. Little tiki-taka form, and McCauley going to get called for a shove. And he'll get a talking to from the official after that, and that kick right there, too, is definitely another reason for that chat. can already see McCauley getting aggressive. Just checked back in, so maybe the strategy here from Coach Gailey is to bring in some fresh legs, just try to use your striker to force some passes out of Wyoming here. Colts will have it back after this boot from Bunnell. Winner of this game tonight between Wyoming and Clear Fork here from Marysville will play either Marymount or Madeira, two teams that share a conference with Wyoming. Wyoming beat Marymount. They drew Madeira. It was the only non-win for the Cowboys in that regular season. Got a whistle here, and looks like a violation on Clear Fork with their throw-in. It gives it back to Wyoming. Nice turn up the field. Everett Johnson, heavy touch, is cleared out. We will see a corner, and here goes Jackson Terrace, the tallest player on the team for Wyoming. He'll head his way into the box. So we mentioned the center back earlier, number 6, Jackson, has got 5 goals on the year. Here's the ball in. They'll go the other direction. This ball will fall out of bounds. Dangerous look. Headed on by the Cowboys, but does not ultimately go in the netting. As it is time now to take a look at some comments today. Give you some more shout-outs. Roger, Susan, ×2, 2 Susans, back-to-back comments. Dawn, Ashley, Jeannie, Amber, Jenny, and Patsy cheering on the Colts here today as they trail 2-0 early in this one. Ball near side with Nicholas Wilhelm, who scored in a game against Alter to tie it up at 2, which sent him to overtime. Nice back and forth play, and you can hear the groans from Wyoming as that ball weighed too much. We have now reached the halfway point here from Marysville in a 2-0 game in favor of Wyoming tonight. I want to shout out some sponsors for bringing you tonight's live and free coverage as the Colts compete in a regional semifinal. Shout out to Global Energy Partners, helping communities with exceptional work while utilizing local businesses. Also, G&M Body and Paint Shop. Choose the auto body repair shop that the Mansfield area has trusted for more than half a century. They're a proud supporter of local athletes. A lot of contact there. This ball will be given to Clear Fork on a goal kick. Shout out also to Directions Credit Union. Score more with instant savings when you open a new checking account and get rewarded at Directions Credit Union. Panchos Tacos. Come on down to Panchos Tacos to get the best food and drinks in town, located in Mansfield, Bellville, and now Mount Vernon. Try our delicious tacos, rice bowls, fajitas, and of course, margaritas after the game. See you soon, amigos. And another shout out to American Homestead Exteriors, CNG, Charter Next Gen, and Wellspring Custom Pharmacy and Health Source, our commercial sponsors tonight. Foul given to Clear Fork. Swendel will take it around the 38. He'll send this one high into the air, into the box, headed out by Wyoming. Set pieces are going to be huge for Clear Fork if they can convert on them. However, not too much of a threat there thanks to their star center back, Wyoming, Jackson Terrace, who I think already in this broadcast has gotten way more screen time than I think he was expecting. Ball played to the middle. Steininger. Into some space. Tristan Pittman. Back to the middle. Johnson. Heavy touch. Gets it back to a teammate. Clear Fork does a good job forcing Wyoming back. Domination possession about 80-20 in favor of Wyoming so far today. Nice touch by Cade Beachy. But the ball taken back by Carter Snyder, and we'll get to see this defense work again. Looking up the field. Directing traffic. This ball will be deflected. Back to the defense it goes. Turn, lofted through ball, nearly took away or ate up Clear Fork. Opportunity, low ball crossed. Still a chance. This ball will sail high and wide on the shot by Snyder. Here's a look again. We'll see a substitution for Clear Fork as you take a look at this, thanks to Directions Credit Union. Looks like Nick Martin is back in.
Substitution number 23, Nick Martin.
Looks like still a consistent drizzle here from Marysville High School. It's been about the same weather all game long. No signs of stopping. Mistimed pass kept in by the Cowboys as they are wrangling possession tonight. Earhart, little tiki-taka, ends up out of bounds. Setzer looking a long throw. So land with Martin, takes a nice turn, but cannot keep up with the speed of Miles Steininger. Beachy wins a 50-50. Taken in from behind, that'll be a foul. And Beachy wants to go quick, finds Finn McCauley, who cannot pick up the ball until now. Maintains it. McCauley plays it to open space. And the Colts cannot hang on. This is taken back out of bounds. Weichel off of his back. Defense still stern. Fisher, probably the most threatening thing he's seen today, just chasing Nick Martin. See a foul here on Clear Fork. 14 minutes left here in half number one. It is 2-0 Wyoming. Beachy in the middle. Reverses field. Finn McCauley gonna have to run to this. Finn in some space. Needs to get a ball in. This ball deflected. Steininger flicks it out to a teammate. It's cleared. Beachy turns. Advantage played. This will go through. McCauley slides in. Gets to the ball first. At least that's what I thought, but they call a foul. You can make the call at home. Directions Credit Union gives you that luxury to take a look again. But Wyoming given possession back. Line drive ball scooped up by the Cowboys. They'll play a two-man game. This ball deflected, however. And Beachy leaves it behind. Hold up play from Yunker. He's been quiet on the attack. Hasn't really had to do much. Already leading 2-0. Goal kick incoming for Clear Fork, and a line change again for Wyoming. Seth Kyle, Nicholas Wilhelm, Elliott Martin, Dennis Cummings, all checking in.
4, Seth Kyle. 10, Eli Youngkin. 5, Nicholas Wilhelm. And 27, Dennis Cummings Jr.
Swindle on the ball. Couple of touches from Wyoming in good spots. Under 12 minutes to play in half number 1. Seth Kyle trying to get past Swindle. He does. Turning towards the middle. Plays a ball through. Goes right behind Walker, who's on a brace. Or looking for a brace. Beachy goes through the 5-hole. Advantage played for Clear Fork and plenty of space. Back to McCauley on the far wing. Nice switch of field. Weichel underneath him. Plays it up ahead. McCauley. Good defense by Wyoming. Another clearance. Michael. It's a little rainbow play. This will sneak through, and McCauley was not ready for the run. Wasn't going to have enough speed to catch up to it. About 10 minutes to play. Here live and free on the OH Report from Marysville High School for a Clear Fork meeting with Wyoming in a regional semifinal in Division 4. Walker looking for the ball back. This will end up instead with Cummings. Cummings looking for position. In the box now. Plays it ahead. Big bump. No call. And Setzer gets it away, but gives it right back to Wyoming. Got a whistle. This hit the arm of Cummings, so we'll go the other way with the Colts. Checking in elsewhere. Over at Clear Fork High School, there's a regional being hosted there, in fact, between two local teams in Richland County. Lexington and Ontario, all square. As that game started at 7:30, so first 5 minutes basically down. Nice tight contest over there in the Valley. Giveaway by the Colts. See if Wyoming can build something together. They've been quiet the last 20 so minutes. This will stay in play. Wilhelm will run after it. And this will go off his feet past that baseline. Shout out some more comments. Ramon cheering on from Austin, Texas. Great to have you. Glad we can show some live and free soccer of Clear Fork for you over in Texas. Also, someone watching from East Tennessee, but working down in Florida. Tom Walker says he's all about Wyoming. And that's Tom Walker. So, sir, if you are watching and your grandson happens to be Henry, he did score in this game. So if you want to rewind it back, you can take a look at his goal. He was the second score of the game. So there's something else here for the Cowboys. This ball nearly took away Bunnell. This stays in. Junker trying to turn the corner, gets there, cross in, headed up, open net as Bunnell came out. It's 3-0 Wyoming. And it is a brace for Henry Walker. Right on cue.
Second of the game, scored in the 33rd minute by number 7, Henry Walker.
Well, I feel bad now if he went to rewind. He's going to miss this one too, but it's 3-0. And two of them thanks to the senior, now with 8 goals on the year. Back in play. Shout out to Clear Fork West over in Colorado. Bev Nell watching. Swindle leaves the ball behind. Trying to fight for it back. And he does ultimately get there. And he wins a foul. Nice tussle between Swindle and Kyle. Whistle before this shot. Looks like it's going to go on. Yeah, offside call on Clear Fork. Punched out by Clear Fork all the way back to Wyoming's goal and did just get confirmation. Tom, congratulations to you. Your grandson's got a brace. Didn't score at all in that district final. However, someone with similar last name, Caden Walters, the freshman for Wyoming, scored the game winner in overtime. Still have yet to see him in action today. Long throw into the feet of McCauley. Up ahead, Martin. And the defense again for Wyoming, holding on to this ball with 4.5 to go in the half. McCauley looking for room to get a cross in. He'll have to go back instead. Back and forth play between teammates. And Finn dispossessed. Last off of Clear Fork. 3.5 to go. We'll see a free kick in a nice spot for Clear Fork if they can get this one up towards the 18. They do, but it is easily headed down by that Wyoming squad. If you're new to us here at the OH.REPORT, shout out to you. Thanks for joining us, whether you're a fan of Clear Fork tonight or Wyoming. So a quick introduction for us. We are all over the place here as we call ourselves the OH.REPORT. All the way up in Elida tonight. We are also live and free. Lady Spartans taking on the Lady Flashes. That's Pleasant against Willard in a regional semifinal for volleyball. And it looks like right now the Spartans up 2-1 over Willard. They're also up in set number 4, 17-10. 270 watching that game on Facebook tonight. And then also here today, 67 watching live and free on Facebook. And then over at Clear Fork for a Lexington, Ontario showdown, 196 watching. Great night for us here as we are all over. Elida's what, about an hour, maybe an hour 15 from here. Advantage played, Wyoming back in the box. Early shot, big collision, no foul. As this one by Junker sails wide. Under 2 minutes to go in half number 1. It's 3-0 Cowboys. Nice ball from Bunnell, lands it around midfield. Wyoming back on the ball again. Cummings, heavy touch, gets back to it.
Less than 2 minutes remaining in the half. Less than 2 minutes.
Touch from Cummings goes through the 5-hole of Beachy. A little bit too heavy. Swindle gets back on it. Gives it away. But a sloppy possession here the last 10 seconds. See if the Cowboys can start to hone it in. However, that pass a little long. Here goes Seth Kyle up the middle to Cummings. Cummings takes the shot, 1 touch, or 2 touches, but this will sail wide. Dennis, just 1 goal this year. His name's been mentioned multiple times today as he's starting to get into some threatening positions. Under a minute now. Steininger taken away by Beachy. Weichel holds it up to Setzer. Setzer turns to the sideline. Setzer has the upper leg, passing it up the middle. Martin can't keep it with him. Dangerous slide. We'll see a foul. And with 5 seconds left, doesn't seem like we're going to get much else. Wyoming wants a card. They're not going to get it. And with zeros on the clock, there's the challenge again. That'll take us to the end of half number 1. Number 1 team in the state. Boy, they're sure looking like it here tonight. They lead 3-0 over Clear Fork. We'll take a break, come back live and free on the OH.REPORT.
Hi, I'm Eric Gilbert.
And I'm Hannah Gilbert with American Homestead Exteriors.
And together,
We're here for you.
so I'd worked for several years for other contracting companies, and what I saw missing was the true customer focus. I wanted that to be the focus of our company, that we put the customer first no matter what, and that's what's made us successful. Hannah and I joke between us that we share the same brain. We have the same ideas, same thoughts, we have the same direction for the company, we have the same focus. When we're on site, we teach the customers about their roof, the age of the roof, what's going on, maybe what caused the damage, along with siding, windows, or any project we take on.
When you call in, you're talking to me and I'm getting you scheduled on his calendar to come out and take a look at your property. We like to teach homeowners about their homes as we're walking through them together. I think it's very important. It's the most expensive thing you're ever going to purchase in your lifetime, and you should really understand what is happening to it and how we can help you make it even better than what it was before.
Community. Whether it's supporting our local teams or cheering you on in life, we're here for you in every victory, big or small. Mechanics Bank! That's better.
We carry supplements that are from companies that do a lot of testing. So they will test their raw ingredients. They'll test them afterwards as well. And they're testing for both purity, and then they're also testing for potency. So things like arthritis, inflammatory bowel disease. We have a lot of supplements and also prescriptions we can recommend, and lifestyle type things that can help with that as well.
Happy Halloween!
And welcome back for a brief halftime show presented by Global Energy Partners. Here from Marysville High School, it is 3-0 Wyoming as the number 1 team in the state leads the Clear Fork Colts, as we'll give you a look at the 3 goals in this one for those Cowboys. Taking a look on your screen, here's the first one scored as it's a nice individual effort from number 13, Miles Steininger, as he was able to sneak through. That was not even a minute and a half into the match as he celebrates there. And then we're going to see a brace from Henry Walker. This first one was mighty impressive, might I tell you. This ball crosses the face of goal, doesn't find a target. They re-enter it, and then the back heel from Walker gets the job done, and then we're going to see him strike one final time on a cross in here that just goes over the head of Bunnell as he tried to punch it away. But easy pick'ems for Walker, as here we go again. And there he sits as we start the second half. Shout out to our sponsors here tonight, bringing you the live and free coverage from Marysville. About an hour, 15-minute drive for Clear Fork tonight. Shout out to Global Energy Partners, helping communities with exceptional work while utilizing local businesses. Also, G&M Body and Paint Shop. Choose the auto body repair shop that the Mansfield area has trusted for more than half a century, as this is the first save of the night for Rocco Fisher. Shout out also Directions Credit Union. Score more with instant savings when you open a new checking account and get rewarded. Panchos Tacos in Bellville. Come on down to Panchos to get the best food and drinks in town, located in Mansfield, Bellville, and now Mount Vernon. Try our delicious tacos, rice bowls, fajitas, and of course, margaritas after the game. See you soon, amigos. And then our commercial sponsors, American Homestead Exteriors, Charter Next Gen, and Wellspring Custom Pharmacy and Health Source. This ball sneaks through out of bounds. Clear Fork in a second straight regional tournament. Fell in the semifinals last year to Worthington Christian. Looks like, unless things drastically change, they may fall to the same fate tonight. Junker in some space is yet to score here today. 19 goals coming in. This ball flicked on by Clear Fork for a corner.
Cowboys corner kick.
1-0 Ontario over Lexington in a girls soccer match on the OH.REPORT elsewhere. That's thanks to Addie Pittman, who was able to put the Warriors in front over Lexington. Bunnell punches this down, trying to get it out, and he does. Had to get out of his 18-yard box to do so. Long throw went another throw in about 20 yards up the field. Beachy, high kick on the ball, gets it to Weichel. Weichel plays one through, looking for Swendel. Great defense from Walker. He's, of course, scored 2 goals, but he's been everywhere today for Wyoming. Beachy to Martin. Retreating from a couple, gets dispossessed. Walker plays it near side. Seth Kyle, ball lofted over the top, skids on the turf, right to Bunnell. Eight o'clock sharp here from Marysville in the second half. 36 minutes to go. Number 1 team in the state, handling business. Kick away by Fisher. Cowboys cannot keep it in. Colts another throw. They've been on their side of the attacking field. Decent amount here as we see a violation on the throw by Clear Fork. Those rules getting a little bit tighter as you get into the regional tournament. They're going to call you for some things that you have not been called for all season long. And that's the second time now we've seen an illegal throw-in from Clear Fork in this match. The rain even more so starting to fall down here at Marysville. It's starting to intensify. Kyle with the touchdown, plays it to the middle. McCauley pressuring for the Colts, as is Martin, who can't get to that pass. Good movement from Wyoming. Opportunity here. Tempted to be flicked on. Now a chance. Wyoming, a save from Bunnell. And it's cleared for a very deep throw for the Cowboys. Take a look at this again. Bunnell makes his biggest save of the night to keep it 3-0 here in the second half. Looks like it was Nicholas Wilhelm who was able to win the ball back in the box. That made for a nice save out of Wes. Junker chests it down. The flag is up. He's offsides. Michael gets it out just in time. Beachy trying to switch field. Goes to Barry. Nice triangle offense. Nice weighted ball through. Looking for McCauley. And his touch heavy as he heads to the baseline. This will go out. You can see the touch just simply let down Finn. Michael, a couple dribble moves. He has it taken away. Headed down by the Colts. They'll win it back. Tripped up. Ball goes out. It's last off of Wyoming. No foul. Back and forth here. First 8 minutes of the second half. Better looking output from the Colts. Keeping it scoreless here in the second frame. Shout out some more comments. Brian and Cheryl, along with Lola, cheering on the Colts here in this second half. Henry Walker looking for one more goal to get himself a hat trick. The ball somehow stayed in bounds. Available to be cleared away. Good win back by the Colts. Looking near side, McCauley. Plenty of action tonight for Finn. Good turn from Weichel. Clear Fork going to play a little slower for now. Franco just gets it away before Finn can get a foot in. Kyle now on the ball, passes it near side. Caleb Kahn goes back to Kyle. Try to go two-man game. This hits off the back heel of Coy Berry. Playing some solid defense here in the second half. Here's the ball lofted in, but it is wide. Boy, Bunnell was beat again, and that header looked like it was going right down the middle of the net from our angle, and then all of a sudden it sails about 8 feet wide right. That was the best chance today for Eli Junker to get his 20th goal of the year.
Number 9, Cooper Hinkle, and number 11, Jack Millar.
New substitution for Clear Fork, number 2, Cale Berry. The sophomore comes in. Here's one lofted. It's be taken in by a Colts as he lets it roll out. Pressure will continue from the Cowboys, however, as they win it back. Ethan Harrison looking to go towards the 18. That he will do. Takes it back for Wyoming, plays it towards his defense. Elliott Martin. Couple nice fights there, far side. Beachy, nice little run, plays Weichel. Weichel stops on a dime, finds Cade in the box, plays it wide, and Setzer is too far out of reach. Or, pardon me, that was Lacey out there. One of the 2 seniors for Clear Fork. Not a bad ball, but you saw Jaden, his momentum was going the other way. Didn't have enough time to get to that before it fell out on the baseline. Here's one lofted over the top. Opportunity for the freshman. Sits underneath it. Advantage played. Johnson back to Caden Walters. He was the winner. He was the hero in the game last in the district championship. The freshman scored the game winner against Archbishop Alter. Harrison, nice turn. Good angle to cross it. Headed down by, it appears that was Barry. High ball kicked up, not really too great of a clearance from Clear Fork. Still in their box and now taken away. Beachy, a couple moves, back to Weichel. First team all-league player, plays it wide. And Beachy dispossessed, but a foul. Wyoming fans near us a little in disagreement. You see the contact on your screen. See a long free kick. Here it comes from Beachy in the box, headed up by the freshman Walters. Great job. Oh, a slip. Colts back on the ball. Cross falls all the way through. No Colts in the vicinity. You can see in the bottom half of your screen, a great crowd today for Wyoming, despite the 2-hour drive. I was told it's actually a hour-and-a-half drive, but that 270 traffic that a lot of people know in Columbus is no joke. Made it an extra 30 minutes. That was my trip today, as I live up in northern Columbus now. Turned what was usually a 35-minute to a 45, so it wasn't too bad on my end. Not nearly as much as these Wyoming faithful had coming in. So they had to go all the way from the south side of Columbus all the way up here to Marysville, coming in from Cincinnati. Big trip. Be a foul on Clear Fork clearly is. Looks like it was Harrison who fell to the deck. Free kick incoming from these Wyoming Cowboys. Miles Steininger had the first goal today. He will cross this in. Pretty much 24 to go here in the second half. Can Wyoming add another? It's a beautiful ball that just could not be pointed goalwards. It will be a goal kick. Or correction, no, they change it last second. This will go off a Colt. Take a look for yourself.
It was already out of bounds.
Eli Junker will cross it. Low ball. Colts get to it first, but it is spilled away. Junker intercepts another pass. Onside. What can Wyoming do here? Crossed in, just out of reach for Jack Millar. Junker plays another ball all the way through. No finish. Do the Colts have anything on a counter? Weichel cuts off a turn. Play it to their safety net in Rocco Fisher, who has been a stone wall today. Speed from Coy Berry as he goes to chase the ball. And he loses it. Caden Walters, the freshman, crosses an early one right behind the intended target of Hinkle. Kovacic plays one up the field. Nobody there for Clear Fork. Terrace directing traffic. He'll give it off to Steininger. Ethan Harrison plays it back. Lofted through ball, looking again to Harrison. This will be too far. Cowboys still lead 3-0. All three goals coming in the first half. Been a stalemate here thus far in the second. Defense has significantly improved on Clear Fork's side. Also a couple nice saves out of Wes Bunnell. Colts want 2 substitutions. They're not going to get them quite yet. Now they will. Finn McCauley returns. Also Jude Gailey, son of head coach Nick Gailey, or Nate Gailey. He'll play number 5 in white. Jude. Wyoming plays through a crowd. Near side again, they have been working with Harrison so much in this game. Colts get it out of danger. Now it will be the Cowboys' turn to make some changes.
Number 26, Will Hayde. Number 12, Carter Snyder.
William Hayde, Carson Snyder, and Everett Johnson will come in. Halfway through in the second half. Carter Snyder gives it away. Weichel through 2. Keeps possession. High ball over the top. Freshman falls right underneath it. But Coy Berry also there defensively. Good pick away by Swendel. Some solid speed by the Colts to get to that ball first and win a foul. As Jaden Lacey, you could just see him turn on the afterburners here. Wins the foot race to the ball, takes some contact for it. Senior likely playing his final 19 minutes as a Clear Fork Colt. Here's a ball kicked forward. Just outside the box, it'll be headed up. Nick Martin. Walled off nicely by Wyoming. No call. They're going to give it to the Colts. Must have not had the best angle at it. Rain beaten down as hard as it has tonight. Ball over the top. Great run. Near side by Carter Snyder. He'll play an early ball. This ball missed by Cooper Hinkle. And we will see a flag raised nonetheless. So even if that was finished off, it would have been called offside.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't visited our concession stand, now it is half off all hot food at the concession stand. Half off all hot food.
Finn McCauley has a long way to go to get to this ball. However, he does keep it in. McCauley back into a Colt. This will be out for a corner for Clear Fork. I believe this is the first corner of the night for the Colts.
Corner kick.
They'll have to wait for a substitution. Gives Wyoming some time to strategize here.
Substitution number 3, Jason Seaman.
Feeman comes in for Clear Fork. Arms up from McCauley. Close to the net. Tight to it. It'll be let go by Wyoming, and it is a goal kick. Best chance today for Clear Fork to try and score it. And it looked like Cade Beachy was in the area, but Wyoming had their bases covered. Another chance, but another missed opportunity by those attackers. Elliott Martin just let it eat him up at the feet. But now angles this near sideline. That's where it'll go out for Wyoming. Long ball to the freshman again. Walters trying to get there. Walls up nicely. However, the defense nearly wins the battle before that ball goes out. Very deep throw-in for the Cowboys. Franco plays it to Snyder. Snyder gets the angle, curls this one right towards Bunnell. Nice pass from Beachy. Michael looking back to Cade. Good takeaway by Gailey, but he does give it back. Michael acts as a wall. We'll see some more changes. Looks like Glenn Kleinschmidt, number 15, will come in.
Substitution for the Colts. Number 9, Gabata Setzer. Substitutions for the Cowboys. 35, Ethan Nordstrom. And number 15, Greg Kleinschmidt.
After those subs, we'll see a Clear Fork throw near sideline. 14 minutes and counting to go in the second half. Still no scores here in this second half. Jaden Lacey tries to kick that one up to the 20. He is fouled, and a little bit of extracurriculars after the whistle, as they both got tangled up. Between Hinkle and Lacey there, as you saw it on your replay, brought to you by Directions Credit Union. Beachy got a little adventurous, could not win the ball. Setzer, newly installed, loses the battle with Wyoming. He'll flick up. That'll give the Colts a chance with Feeman to clear, but he misses the ball. Here go the Cowboys. Swendel. Nice job keeping that right foot available. Pressure from Nick Martin. Minutes left here in half number 2. Wyoming, number 1 team in the state, leads it 3-0. This will, if things hold, be the 17th win of the year. Would move them to 17-1-4, and they would have another date with a Cincinnati Hills League team, whether it is Madeira or Marymount in the other regional semi in this pod. Colts, this will be their 7th loss of the year and their final. 2 seniors for this group, Lacey and Martin. Both will join us upstairs at the conclusion of this game to kind of recap their careers. Nate Gailey will also join us as your MVPs tonight for a Clear Fork season. To remember, another regional semifinal trip. Second in as many years, and Colts definitely have a great reason to believe that this will not be their last trip. A lot of stars, as you see a shot here scooped up by Fisher from Weichel. A lot of their star players are coming back. Nick Martin this year scored 9 goals for the team. He's the main goal scorer you lose. Jaden Lacey contributed a goal as well. So you return 50 of those 60 goals you've scored this year. And the heavy hitters, Cade Beachy, Owen Weichel, Wes Bunnell, all juniors that earned themselves spots on the first team All-MOAC.
Cowboy substitution number 20, Liam Hagerby.
Elsewhere on volleyball, in the volleyball world for the OH report, looks like Pleasant has taken down Willard 3-1. Game 2 over from Elida is just about set to go between Huron and Eastwood. Those two teams fighting for a spot in the regional championship to play Pleasant. And then jumping back to soccer, of course, the result here today, as here's a ball towards the goal, saved by Bunnell. Heads up by West to just tap it over and live to see a corner. But looking at that Richland County showdown going on elsewhere over at Clear Fork. Ontario in the second half leads 1-0. Addie Pittman scored a goal 6 minutes into the first half, so it has been a stalemate there ever since, just like it's been in this game. Can that change here? Bunnell punches it down. Back outside the box, another ball played in, far side post. Great job by Swendel to head it away.
Cowboy substitution number 10, Eli Younger. Colt substitution number 12, Jaden Lacey.
Bunnell waiting for everybody to move up the field for Clear Fork before he sends this away with basically 8 minutes to go. Beachy, light header to tap it behind him. Little shove on the play as Junker fighting for positioning. He'll be given a foul. And shout out to that team working Ontario Lexington tonight. Over 200 watching in that game on Facebook. I could only imagine the YouTube numbers. They're typically higher. Another cross, looking for a fourth goal opportunity, launched over the bar. Backline will get a couple touches for the Cowboys. Fisher plays it between two Colts. Dangerous ball. Ends up working out. This ball will sneak through. Another chance for Wyoming. Back in that near side corner. They've worked here quite a bit in the second half, but to no avail. It is still scoreless between the two sides. Low cross. Taken out by Barry. Couple touches by Kleinschmidt. And Beachy. Nice hesitation move. Earned some space. Will play it up the field. Martin tries to show off the speed. Ooh, big challenge. So you could see a little bit of frustration build as he was caught up to by that Wyoming defense. Tried to slide in to keep the play going. Fortunate enough, that collision wasn't big enough to warrant a card. Here goes Eli Junker. Barry pursuing, big collision. And they'll say it's clean. Bunnell clears it out for a corner. Here's a look again. As Junker just got right back up, tried to get back into the play. Bunnell wasn't having it.
Cowboys, corner kick.
We will see another corner for those Cowboys. Looks like this one bounces off of a Cowboy leg. Kabuto Setzer throws it into a collision between two Cowboys. Seems like they're okay, though. So look at this again. It's always dangerous when you see that leg kick up. Four and a half to go. Looks like this pretty much over between these two sides. Just want to make sure everybody stays healthy at this point. Interesting conditions tonight. It's been basically full-on rain all day long. Can make for slick conditions. Got to make sure you stay tight, keep good balance out on the field. Be ready to go later this week for a regional title if you're Wyoming. For the Colts today, this will end what was a great season. 12-7-1, 6-0 in the MOAC. They went perfect, won their first MOAC title since joining the league in 2017. And as we said, they'll return much of their productivity next year. The leading goal scorer was Cade Beachy with a nice 17 goals. He'll be back for a senior campaign. Empty nets. Bunnell comes out early. And that'll make it 4-0 Wyoming. And the header by Eli Junker makes it his 20th goal of the year. And the Cincinnati Wyoming faithful will get one more goal tonight before they hit the road for a 2-hour trip back to Wyoming.
6 minutes, scored by number 10, Eli Junker.
And Junker now continues that hot boot. 20 goals on the year, of course, leads the team by a long shot. But 12 of those 20 goals now have come in the month of October. He is getting into rhythm at the right time for this team. Maybe a potential heat check as he continues to move up the field. Carter Snyder plays one in. Bunnell plays the hop nicely. Launches this one up. 4-0 Wyoming. Can the Colts get something out of this with 2:40 to go? Looks like a high leg in the box is going to be called on Wyoming. That boot got awfully close to the face of Swindle, so they'll make the right call there.
Two minutes remaining in the match. 2 minutes.
Good win by Wyoming up the field. Junker switches to the middle. Nice 1-2 ball. Junker could be through for another. Yes, sir. Make it 5-0 Wyoming. Two goals within 2 minutes of each other for Eli Junker, who up until, for basically 85 minutes of this game, was a non-factor up until he has started to open up the floodgates offensively. Starting to stack on some late goals with a minute 45 and counting to go. Checking in over at Ontario and Lexington. Warriors lead 1-0 still. That Addie Pittman goal is the only thing separating these two sides as there sits, looks like 25 minutes to go in that one. Nice spin in traffic from Caleb Kahn. Ball left, another cross, and another one in. And that's a hat trick within 3 minutes. for Eli Yunker.
Old school in the
6-0 now, and that'll make it a running clock.
Number 10, Eli Yunker.
So a late one, but it is still a hat trick for Eli Yunker. He'll make his way back to formation as the Colts run out the final 38 seconds. Running clock situation the rest of the way. The one positive the Colts can take out of this, they play a top team in the state, and they held them scoreless for a good 45 minutes plus in running and at one point in this game. So defensively able to step up until the last couple of minutes. That'll make this game 6-0 at the end, and it'll be a shutout victory for Wyoming. So the Cowboys wrangle in the Colts tonight, and they will move on to a regional championship later on this week against another Cincinnati Hills opponent. Will it be Marymount? Will it be Madeira? We will find out. But Cincinnati Wyoming, they sit atop the Cincinnati Hills League in the regular season. They feel confident going into that regional championship game. 6-0 here from Marysville. Live and free on the OH Report. We'll have your talk with some of the Clear Fork seniors along with head coach Nate Gailey coming up next for your MVP tonight.
Hi, I'm Eric Gilbert.
And I'm Hannah Gilbert with American Homestead Exteriors.
And together,
We're here for you.
so I'd worked for several years for other contracting companies, and what I saw missing was the true customer focus. I wanted that to be the focus of our company, that we put the customer first no matter what, and that's what's made us successful. Hannah and I joke between us that we share the same brain. We have the same ideas, same thoughts, we have the same direction for the company, we have the same focus. When we're on site, we teach the customers about the roof, the age of the roof, what's going on, maybe what caused the damage, along with siding, windows, or any project we take on.
When you call in, you're talking to me, and I'm getting you scheduled on his calendar to come out and take a look at your property. We like to teach homeowners about their homes as we're walking through them together. I think it's very important. It's the most expensive thing you're ever going to purchase in your lifetime, and you should really understand what is happening to it and how we can help you make it even better than what it was before.
Whether it's supporting our local teams or cheering you on in life, we're here for you in every victory, big or small. Mechanics Bank! That's better.
This is our in-body machine, so you're gonna see what you're made of, how much muscle you have, how much fat you have, what type of fat, where is the muscle, where is the fat, and then also super important, how much water do you have and where is the water? Is it inside of your cell or outside of your cell? So the in-body is a super quick process. You get all of this information in about 5 minutes. You just stand on the scale, you hold on to some handles, it sends electrical impulses through your body, nothing you feel, and this prints out immediately. So you'll leave with a piece of paper with all of your results on it, and it will also send it to your phone. We also spend a couple minutes helping you interpret your results so that you can learn what they mean. So you'll leave with a lot of information. It only costs $40. You can get online and sign up for an appointment, or you can call in and make an appointment today.
Take a look at all the action from Friday night football right here in North Central Ohio with great analysis, highlights, coach interviews, and so much more every single Friday night right here on the OH Report.
It is time now for your Panchos Tacos MVPs. Tonight, it's the Clear Fork seniors as they join us up here from Marysville after a tough loss today against number one team in the state, Wyoming. Nick Martin going to start things off today. Nick, I just want to kind of have you take me through the entirety of this season and how you felt about this group as they come all the way to a regional semifinal today.
Yeah, you know, we came off the regional semifinals last year, and we brought back basically all of our guys except for our defense. So being able to do that and being able to play with these boys for another year, I knew we'd be able to make it far. And just every day in practice, being able to like go out there and see the effort that we put in, I knew we'd be able to make a run this year again. So it felt great.
And it's not just about making a run, but also what else you did this year. You guys are undisputed, outright MOAC champs for the first time ever. So congratulations to you guys for that. What are some other sort of milestones along the way that kind of stand out to you as you reflect?
Oh, this is I don't know how Coach worded it, but this is one of the first times in a long time that we have had a winning record at the end of the season going into tournaments. So that's a great accomplishment. And then I think we had a goal record, and we met that too. So it was a great season. All
right, Nick, and then just talk about today. You play a really tough team here in Wyoming, but take me through the game. You guys held them scoreless for a good 45, 50-plus minutes at a stretch. So there were some highlights in this game.
Yeah, we came in here, we knew that they were a good team. We knew we'd have to play them hard. And, we didn't have much film on them, but from what we could see off of wherever Coach got the film, we knew how they were going to play, and we knew that our formation, we were going to have to play it a bit different. So this was a new formation for us today, and just being able to go out here and be able to do pretty good, I thought, for the formation for the first time, it felt great.
All right, Nick, we'll go ahead and just make a couple last shout-outs here looking at the camera. Anybody you want to shout out specifically?
I want to shout out my parents, my coaches, and God.
All right, Nick Martin, congratulations on a great career with Clear Fork. Let's go ahead and pass it off. Jaden Lacey going to join us as well, just the two seniors here for Clear Fork. So, Jaden, for you, as you reflect on this year, of course, we talked about getting to the regional semifinal. We talked about the chance to win an MOAC title. What throughout the line really stood out to you in your senior campaign?
I think we played a lot harder this year. We started off with a new defense and kind of built on that, and I think probably next year they'll build even more off that, and that'll help them go farther.
All right. Well, Jaden, coming in today, you guys were definite underdogs against the #1 Wyoming team. How do you feel you guys did today, despite the final score, just executing your game plan?
I think we started off a little slow, but then we, after halftime, we kind of gave them a run for their money, held them 3-0 for most of the game, and then kind of went down a little bit at the end.
And then, Jaden, can you kind of think back maybe even further than just the senior year? Any favorite moments that you've had as a member of this Clear Fork Colts squad?
Probably just being able to have fun with the team. I mean, I've only been on this team for 3 years. I transferred from Madison, and they accepted me, and it was a good time.
We'll enjoy the final bus ride back later on tonight. We'll go ahead and take a look at that camera. Give your shout-outs.
I'd like to shout out my parents and all my friends. And most importantly, I'd like to shout out my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ.
Jaden Lacey, congratulations to you. Go ahead and pass that off to your head coach. Nate Gailey, come on in here. So got to talk to you right around this stage last year, and the great job you guys have done since that point. Of course, one of the things Nick kind of told me is that this is a year where you guys are excited to just be over 500 going into the postseason. You end 12-7-1. What do you think was the big tell from last year to this year to see that significant improvement?
I think just the year of maturity. I think last year it almost came as a shock and a surprise, even maybe to ourselves, that we made it to where we did. We knew we had the talent, but we were young. I mean, we were putting a lot of sophomores out on the field, and these two guys as juniors. The advantage we had last year, we had a seasoned back line that by the time we got to the end of the year, that was a strength of our team. This year we had, I think I heard these guys mention it, we broke in 4 new defenders. Actually, really, the top 6 guys back there, I think when I looked at the minutes going into the year, we had about 30 minutes total of varsity experience on that back line. So I think just the growth throughout the season and winning games that we maybe struggled in last year. So just going in with a little bit more confidence, I think it played out. And even early on, our schedule was tough. I think if we could have played those games later in the year, we would have maybe had better results too. But I think there was just a different feel going into the season just with that extra year of experience. I think that was one of the big things that put us at this point where we are now.
And you're going to have a lot of youth back next year, but now's not the time to talk about that. Now's the time to talk about those 2 seniors we just talked to. Just brag on them and what they did for the program.
Yeah, I think I told them this as we walked over, that I appreciate every day. I didn't have to question their effort, whether they stepped on a practice field or a game field. I knew what I was going to get. And in fact, the other day I was telling, I think it was Coach Labaki, I said, man, every time we put Jaden Lacey on the field, he does something good for us, So whether he was starting or coming off the bench, he always brought that spark. And you guys have watched Nick play over the years, and I mean, he's one of the hardest workers on the field, and that's what they bring every day in practice. They bring that same mentality, and seeing them even take younger guys aside before practice starts, whether it's just passing a ball or, those things are contagious when you have guys that are ready to come work every day, and that's a culture builder for a program.
And it's always big when you can see those sort of things from your seniors that are going to trickle over next year, and you can kind of look back at a player that maybe has a great moment, and you could think back, Nick definitely taught him that, but I'm glad it's still carrying over into the program.
Yeah, that's. I think that's great. I think for Nick too, one of the things I loved is just the maturity he showed over 4 years, becoming a captain this year, and you get to see that growth, and that's something you can point to. Like, you may come in and not know what you're doing, but if you work hard and you're coachable, like, we can get you where you need to, what your goals are and where you want to go, and that's certainly true for Nick.
Well, Coach, put a bow on this season. Look in the camera. Give any shout-outs you want.
I just want to shout out the team. I think it's a special group of boys, and I appreciate them just working hard every single day. And I think these guys both said it too, just, shouting out Jesus every time we give him the glory for the season that we have and for just things that he's done for us is always a blessing that we don't deserve. So, and for you guys, thanks for following us. We always appreciate that.
Absolutely. Nate, Nick, Jaden, thank you guys for joining us. Congratulations on a great year.
Thank you. Appreciate it, guys.
Yes, sir. And it is time for your post-game show presented by Global Energy Partners, taking it back out to Marysville High School as the rain continues to pour on down tonight. But the game over. Wyoming gets a win, 6-0 over Clear Fork. The Colts end their season 12-7-1. Shout out to Nate Gailey, the head coach for this team, along with Nick Martin, and then also Jaden Lacey, who all came up to talk with us post-game and really recap of what was a great year for Clear Fork, despite the score that you see on your screen today. Winner of Madeira and Marymount is going to take on this juggernaut of a Wyoming squad that we saw in full force tonight. Eli Junker, star attacker for this team, had a hat trick within 3 minutes, so he was able to do a good job closing out here in this game. It was a 3-0 game for most of it in the second half, but they do close out there late, get a significant win in a running clock victory. That'll do it for us here tonight. I'm Jonathon Langdon. Jeremy Peoples, your camera operator here tonight as we wrap things up from Marysville, wrap up a great season for Clear Fork soccer. Boys and girls, great years from them. Look forward to covering them in the future yet again. Have a great rest of your night. God bless. We will see you next time.